What's up, YouTube? My name is Jason, and this is my tape. And I'm back. Hope you guys had a great weekend. And we're gonna start this week off with a review, a kinda late review of the new Lizzo album, Special. Now, Lizzo is one of the biggest artists in the pop and R&B lane, and she really took off with 2019's Cause I Love You, which was an amazing project. Lizzo's rapping on here, singing on here over trap beats, R&B instrumentals, pop instrumentals. Like, there was so much happening on here, but it all came together beautifully. Lizzo has a very powerful voice as well that, you know, caught my attention from the get-go. And, you know, she dominated on this thing. And in this time as Lizzo blew up, there was also a lot of other conversation around her, about her, and, you know, we all know what that was about, but no need to discuss. So it's been 3 years since that project, and she's back with the new album, Special. And I gotta admit, I was a bit nervous, you know, given how amazing the last album was. You know, there was a lot of silence, and not having a lot from an artist in that amount of time, given this day and age of music, like, it cannot make people as excited. Like, when Lizzo, you know, announced this album and everything, like, I wasn't like as excited as I thought I would be, and it was really just a time thing. And, you know, Roddy Ricch's last album, that's another example. You know, 2 years of just nothing, you know, and then he comes back with, you know, no singles, like before, you know, the release time period. And, you know, it was not a great record. But we got this new album here, Special, and yes, I do enjoy this record, but it definitely felt like a huge step down from Cause I Love You. On here, we still get that versatility as well as that vocal dominance from Lizzo, but the big issue with this album is just like the sound of it and the different messages that Lizzo is trying to get across. Some of them come off like way more like corny and preachy, and, you know, trying so hard to push a positive message. Like, it felt like kids bop and how it sounded, but like a mature adult version of that. Adult bop. And some of these songs, it really just felt like a waste of Lizzo's, like, you know, vocals, and you know, the messages really didn't, you know, hit or like come through like maybe she intended. But let's dive into this record. We definitely have some highlights to discuss. First being the song About Damn Time, which honestly is such a feel-good song. And the instrumental hits in so many ways, from the guitar to that funky bass line. I also gotta shout out the rapping on here. Lizzo's second verse was very much a standout as she switches it up and raps a whole verse, and I really enjoyed her flow and just showing off that versatility once again. Another highlight is the song To Be Loved, Am I Ready? And on this, Lizzo was just speaking about, you know, being ready to be loved again, and if she is ready to put herself back out there. That second verse really stuck out to me is Lizzo is speaking more on her insecurities and not being able to love someone if she doesn't even like herself first. And I thought it was really interesting, her like opening up about that and being honest with herself as well, which is really important. The title track is easily one of my favorite songs on here. And I actually remember hearing this song before the album came out, because Lizzo put out a video maybe a month or two before, where she was in the car playing this for her mom, and I enjoyed it then as much as I enjoy it now. And that was a really cool moment to be able to share that with her mom. It's a very triumphant and inspiring feel that I get from the instrumental. And vocal dominance is an understatement when it comes to this track. She really brought it. Break Up Twice was a very interesting song, where Lizzo talks about getting back with an ex and speaking on how her friends were constantly reminding her of the awful things that this guy did, but, you know, she already had it made up in her mind that, you know, she was getting back with them and gonna try and work it out. And I feel like this is a pretty relatable song for a lot of people, whether you're in the position of Lizzo or the friends. I also enjoyed the nod to Lauryn Hill's doo-wop on the hook for this song. I absolutely love the track Naked, where Lizzo gets real about her body and the image that comes with that, and just getting to a place where she's comfortable in her skin and loves herself and loves her body. And the part that really stuck out to me was Lizzo speaking on how she wishes that there were no expectations when it comes to the body, and I couldn't agree more, because y'all are really weird about stuff like that, and just how we can judge people based on how they look and assume health when it comes to that. Not cool at all. I love the acoustic-led melody on the song If You Love Me. Just loving what Lizzo is saying here when it comes to, if you love me, then you love all of me. We hear this all the time. We see this in a lot of different ways when it comes to, people, not loving a piece of you that's very important, that is a part of your identity. It hurts me to speak on the next few songs that really just did not do it for me. And, some of them really just have me scratching my head when it came to, how Lizzo delivered and what was being talked about. First being the song Grrrls. I really do appreciate what Lizzo is trying to do here when it came to the empowerment and the encouragement, but it just doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't hit. And for it to be a girls anthem, like, it just isn't as memorable as other songs with the same type of message. There's also the song Everybody's Gay, and once again, like I get it. Like, I understand what's going on here. Gay also meaning happy. When we hear this, we're usually thinking about sexuality before we're thinking about happiness. I don't know, like the song, just like, it felt more clickbaity and like trying to grab your attention rather than like being a song with impact, because it really just didn't come together for me. And honestly, like, vocally just felt like a waste for Lizzo. Birthday Girl just was corny. Like, it just didn't do it. Like, it wasn't good, but it could be worse. It could be Ratchet Happy Birthday. But beyond that, like, Lizzo has come through again with a solid record, but just not at the level that Cause I Love You was. I really do appreciate the positivity and these type of messages that Lizzo is trying to push forward, but maybe the approach just wasn't right. The songs that really hit for me were the ones that saw Lizzo getting very vulnerable, being very open and honest about herself and her experiences. And I think those songs definitely saved this album from being, a huge disappointment and potentially a bad album. But, moving forward, I really do hope that, we don't get more albums like this one and more like the first one, where Lizzo continues to just highlight her skills and showcase all of her different abilities as an artist. And I'm pretty confident that that'll happen. Like, I don't really have a reason to worry. So I'm still looking forward to what the future holds for Lizzo. So I'm gonna give this album a 5.5 out of 10. What'd you guys think of this new Lizzo album? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite tracks? Let's have a discussion down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Got another video dropping tomorrow. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Jason. This has been my take. I'll see you next time.